But for now, governors have faulted the health bill, saying they want specific clauses in the bill redrafted. In a petition to the National Assembly's Committee on Health, the governors claim the health bill as drafted does not recognize the two levels of government, while they claim the bill does not take into account that health functions have been devolved to county governments and want the bill amended before it's approved. The governors claim the bill as drafted infringes on the functions of county governments. We'll have details of that in a short while, but proposals have been made to transform the Kenyan military into a more powerful and independent force. Well, the Kenya Defence Forces Amendment Bill is currently before the National Assembly, and members will have a chance to scrutinize it this afternoon. Should it pass, then the KDF will acquire sweeping powers and financial independence, as KTN's Ochieng now reports.
Kenya may see drastic changes in the military and governing structures that will see a more powerful and independent military if MPs adopt an amendment to the law that gives the military sweeping powers and financial independence, as well as drastically limiting the role of Defense Cabinet Secretary. The Kenya Defence Forces Amendment Bill 2015, currently before the National Assembly, seeks to give the military enhanced financial autonomy by providing its independent vote away from the ministry, appropriated by the National Assembly, and which shall not be audited by the Auditor General.
I think the CS should be able to exercise oversight over the military. In all democracies worldwide, the civilian oversight is always necessary to maintain balance in a democracy. And that balance has to be maintained. Even when we are growing our democracy, this is not the time to interfere with that balance.
Critics to the bill say the proposed law is not just a horrendous piece, but an attempt to overthrow the constitution and democratic state, as it provides room for siphoning of public funds and must be rejected on arrival.
So if you shield any part of the government from oversight by parliament, you are giving a license to rob the country. And to that extent, that should not be acceptable to the Republic.
Currently, the law provides that the funds to the Kenya Defence Forces shall be in a separate vote under the Defence Ministry. The bill seeks to remove the role of Parliament in assigning the Cabinet Secretary defence functions. It removes the requirement for the CS to report to the President and Parliament on compliance with the policies and directions.
We will ensure that the KDF Amendment Bill speaks to the deficiencies within the KDF, speaks to the deficiencies within the military system in this republic, and also speaks to the deficiencies that would seek to undermine the security of the people of the republic.
This essentially reduces the role of the Cabinet Secretary to periphery ceremonial at best, and substantially increases the powers of the Chief of Defence Forces, even as it provides avenues, if any, for scrapping the ministry, because the Defence Forces will then be required to report directly to the President and Parliament if MPs enact the bill.
I wouldn't imagine that anyone would want to give KDF roles that are not specified in the Constitution. In any case, if you are tempted to make, we have seen it before, if you've tempted to make a law which contravenes the Constitution, it is faulty ab initio. So really, I think the best thing is to wait for that bill to come to Parliament.
But Parliament, Defence and Foreign Affairs Chairman Ndungu Githinji has lashed out at political leaders opposing the bill, saying they are commenting on imaginations since the bill is yet to be committed to the floor of the National Assembly.
Standing orders prevent us from preempting debate and discussing the contents. We are yet even to formally receive it as a committee. And I am sure once we do, we will, the members of the Committee of Defence and Foreign Relations are astute leaders in their own right, and they will pay due attention to all considerations.
However, other lawmakers say they will consider public sensitivity over the bill before passing or rejecting it. Ochieng, KTN News.